students, in previous class we already discussed about the application of Biot-Savart's law to calculate the magnetic field strength due to a long straight current carrying conductor, due to an infinite long straight current carrying conductor near any closed point. What is the expression for magnetic field strength, and what is the expression for magnetic field strength at the center of a current carrying circular coil, or what is the expression for net magnetic field strength due to any circular arc. So today we are going to discuss the third application of the Biot-Savart's law to determine the magnetic field strength due to a current carrying circular coil at any axial point. Okay, third application of Biot-Savart's law, the magnetic field strength due to a current carrying circular coil at any axial point. Okay, the magnetic field strength due to a current carrying circular coil at any axial point. So let us draw the diagram first. Okay, this is a current carrying coil, circular coil. Okay, O is the center of the current carrying coil and this is the axis of the current carrying coil, and at this point P we have to calculate the magnetic field strength due to this current carrying coil. Let current I is flowing through this circular coil in this direction, like this. Okay, and the radius of this circular coil will R. Now the distance of this point of observation from center of the current carrying circular coil Dx. Okay, so now we have to calculate the net magnetic field strength at this point of observation P due to this current carrying circular coil. So according to Biot-Savart's law, we know what is the expression for magnetic field strength. dQ equal to mu naught I dl sine theta by 4 pi r square. Here theta is the angle between the current carrying element direction and the position vector of the point of observation with respect to the current carrying element, and r is the distance square of the current carrying element and the position of the observation point. Clear? And I is the current flowing through it. So for this purpose, first we have to calculate or assume an current carrying element. So let here is a small current carrying element of length dl. Here, and this the distance of this current carrying element from this point of observation P dl. Here is a small portion of current carrying element of length dl, and the distance of this current carrying element from the point of observation P dl. And here the angle between this current carrying element and the position vector of this point of observation P will be how much? This angle is not this angle. The angle is not this angle. This is not the angle between current carrying element or the position vector. This is wrong. This figure is 3-dimensional. That means the coil is like this. Okay, the coil is like this. If this is the coil, then this is the coil. So I remain the coil like this, and this is the axis which passing through this coil, and I have to calculate the magnetic field strength at this point. If this is the ring and the axis is like this, and from this ring to this portion I have to calculate the magnetic field strength. The current is flowing like in this direction. So current here flowing in this direction. Okay, if this is the current carrying coil and flowing in this direction, and I want to calculate the magnetic field at this point. So at this place I am considering a current carrying element. So if this is a current carrying element, its direction will be tangent to this point. So its direction will be like this, tangent to this, and the position vector will be this L. So any tangent to this place and the position vector will make an angle how much? Here the angle will be 90 degree. Just imagine this is 3-dimensional. The ring will be like this. If we turn like this, the ring will be like this. This is the center pole, and here I have to calculate what the point of observation is here, which is at a distance x from this point of observation. So this will be L. And this will be the direction of what? IDL, the current carrying element. And from this point, this distance will be L. So what is the angle between these two? 3-dimensionally, just imagine this is the L distance from this here. This is L, this is X. Here is the point of observation P. I just rotate like this. Here is the point of observation P. So what will be the angle? The angle will be here from this point to this point L. It will be how much? 90 degree. So here theta value will be how much? 90 degree. Clear? Understood? So now we have to calculate what? This implies for this case the dB will be how much? Mu naught I dl. Theta will be for this case how much? Sin 90 divided by 4 pi. So this length is how much? L. So it will become L square. And sin 90 will be how much? 1. So this implies dB will become how much? Mu naught I dl divided by 4 pi L square. Okay, let it be question 1. And here the direction of magnetic field intensity will be, or magnetic field strength will be along which the dl vector is perpendicular, and here is the position vector like this. So when you are like just when you are applying right hand palm rule, the palm will be along this direction. So the direction of magnetic field strength at point P will be in this direction. Clear? If this angle is theta, then this will be the direction of dB. But if this angle is theta, then by splitting this into two rectangular components, if this angle is theta, this angle will be 90 minus theta. Because these are this angle is 90 degree, 90 minus theta, so automatically this angle will become theta. So if this angle will be theta, so this will be dB sin theta. Clear? Okay. Similarly, there will be another opposite point for this current carrying element will be at this place, whose length will be dl, and current will be like this. For same thing, if we assume the distance of this point from this will be again same as L, so the force will be along which direction? Perpendicular to this, like this. Okay, and as this angle is 90 degree, if this angle is theta, this is also theta. If this is theta, by splitting this into two rectangular components, one is along this direction, another is along this direction. So if this is theta, this angle will be 90 minus theta, and this angle will be theta. If this angle will be theta, this will again become dB sin theta, and this will become how much? dB. Because the same thing as along this direction, this will also become how much? dB. Sorry, become dB cos theta. Clear? So from this diagram, if we conclude this complete circular ring, the net magnetic field strength will be along this direction, which will become how much? dB sin theta. Okay, so this can be written as the magnetic field strength will be how much? dB sin theta. This implies mu naught I dl divided by 4 pi L square into sin theta will be the net magnetic field strength dB net due to this current carrying element. So now the net magnetic field strength due to this current carrying circular coil at this point P will be how much? Here is a current carrying element dl due to which the net magnetic field strength along horizontal direction will be dB sin theta and along vertical direction will be dB cos theta. Similarly, there is another opposite current carrying element dl which is along the opposite end of the diameter of this current carrying circular coil, which is also produce a magnetic field strength along this direction, for which there will be a magnetic field strength dB sin theta along horizontal and dB cos theta along the vertical. These two dB cos theta due to this current carrying element and due to this current carrying element are opposite in direction and their strength will be same. That's why these two vertical component will cancel each other. And similarly, for each and every current carrying element there is another opposite current carrying element which is diametrically opposite to that, which produce the vertical magnetic field strength component will cancel each other. That's why due to two current carrying element which are opposite in the diameter of this current carrying circular coil will produce net magnetic field strength along the horizontal direction, which will be 2 dB sin theta. This will be the net magnetic field strength along the horizontal direction only due to two current carrying element which are diametrically opposite to each other. So what will be the dB net? dB net will be 2 into dB sin theta. This can be written as dB net will be equal to 2 into dB will be how much? Mu naught I dl divided by 4 pi L square into sin theta. Let it be equation 2. So this is the net magnetic field strength due to the current carrying element which are diametrically opposite to each other and their vertical component will cancel each other. So what will be the net magnetic field strength due to the complete circular current carrying coil? As there are two diametrically opposite current carrying element can produce this much amount of magnetic field strength along the horizontal direction, then for total current carrying coil, that means the complete length will be 2 pi r. As we are considering two diametrically opposite current carrying element at a time, that's why in 2 pi r length there will be half of this pair, that means total pi r length of current carrying element will produce 2 dB sin theta magnetic field strength. So here we can calculate that the net magnetic field strength will be, now equation 2 can be written as equation 2 can be written as dB net due to two diametrically opposite current carrying element will be how much? 2 mu naught I dl divided by 4 pi L square. What is the in place of L square? What is the value of L square? We can write L square equal to R square plus X square. R square plus X square, as here L square equal to how much? R square plus X square under root L equal to R square plus X square under root B. This is 90 degree. In this right angle triangle, this will be this much. So and this is also L. So this also equal to how much? R square plus X square under root. Clear? Into sin theta. What is the value of sin theta? In this right angle triangle OP, let this be S. In triangle OPS sin theta equal to P by H, which is equal to how much? R divided by L. which is equal to r divided by under root of r square plus x square. Let it be equation 3. Okay, equation 2, let it be equation 3, this equation 4. Now using equation 4 in 3, we will get how much? Now using equation 4 in 3, using equation 4 in 3, we will get dB net will be 2 mu naught I dl divided by 4 pi r square plus x square into r divided by r square plus x square root over. This can be simply written as dB net equal to 2 mu naught I dl r divided by 4 pi into r square plus x square to the power 3 by 2. Here power is half, here power is 1, so this will be 3 by 2. So this is the net magnetic field strength, equation 5, due to two diametrically opposite current carrying element which is only along horizontal direction, because their vertical component cancel each other. Clear? So now we have to calculate the complete magnetic field strength due to a complete circular ring. So the total magnetic field strength the total magnetic field strength at P due to the complete circular link current carrying conductor will be obtained by integrating equation 5 with respect to proper limits. So this implies dB net integration from 0 to b will be how much? 2 mu naught I r dl divided by 4 pi r square plus x square to the power 3 by 2 integration. Here the variable is dl, and as we considering two diametrically opposite current carrying elements, so at a time we are considering 2 dl. Okay, so the total dl value will be varies from half of the circle, that means from 0 to pi r. Clear? As in complete 2 pi r length, there are two current carrying elements which are diametrically opposite. So the total current carrying element number will become how much? Pi r. So this can be now solved as dB net will be B equal to 2 constant, here 2, here the complete, this one is a constant term, we can take it out, only dl will vary. So this will be how much? 2 mu naught I r divided by 4 pi r square plus x square to the power 3 by 2 integration 0 to pi r of dl. Clear? And now integrating this, we will get what? Now integrating this, we will get this implies B equal to 2 mu naught IR divided by 4 pi R square plus X square. DL integration 0 to pi R, it will be pi R minus 0. So this implies B net equal to 2 mu naught I into pi r square divided by 4 pi into r square plus x square. So this will be the expression for what? Net magnetic field strength at this point P due to a current carrying circular coil where r is the radius of the circular current carrying coil and x is the distance of point of observation from the center of the current carrying circular coil along its axis. So simplifying this, it will become how much? Let it be equation 6. So from this we can write 2 mu naught I pi r square. So cancelling pi, sorry, here it will be 3 by 2. Okay, so cancelling pi and here 2 cancelling, it will become B equal to mu naught I r square divided by 2 whole into r square plus x square to the power 3 by 2. This is the expression for net magnetic field strength at the at any axial point due to a current carrying circular coil. Okay, if the value of x is very large in comparison to r, that means the distance of the point of observation is very large in comparison to radius of the circular coil, then in comparison to x square we can neglect r square tends to 0. So B net will become how much? Sorry, mu naught I r square divided by 2 into, it will become 0, so it will become x cube. Clear? Or this can be rearranged as mu naught into 2 pi I r square divided by 4 pi x cube. What will do by multiplying? 2 pi in numerator and denominator. I am multiplying 2 pi in numerator and denominator. So this will become how much? Mu naught 2 pi I r square into 4 pi into x cube. This can be written as so this implies B net will become how much? Mu naught 2 I pi r square divided by 4 pi into x cube. Clear? Let it be equation 7. So now comparing this one with the bar magnet, when here is a bar magnet of length 12 and here is a point of observation P which is at a distance x and the length 12 is very negligible in comparison to x. This is a short bar magnet. Then the net magnetic field strength at this point P will be how much? The B net equal to mu naught by 4 pi into 2m by x cube. What is m? This is the dipole moment which is equal to m into 12. Here is the m is the magnetic dipole moment of a bar magnet. So now comparing these two, this with this one, so we get by comparing equation 7 with, let it be equation 8, with equation 8, what we will get? Mu naught 2I, it is mu naught by 4 pi, mu naught by 4 pi is common, here mu naught by 4 pi, mu naught by 4 pi is common, x cube is common, 2 is common. In place of the magnetic dipole moment of the bar magnet, here is what? I into pi r square. This will be in place of what? I into pi r square is in place of the magnetic dipole moment, which is equal to m into 2l in case of bar magnet. So by comparing equation 2, 7 and 8, we get m, the magnetic dipole moment of a bar magnet, will be equal to how much in this case? I into pi r square, where pi r square equal to how much? Area of the coil. So from this relation, from equation 8 and 7, we conclude what? A current carrying circular coil is behave as a what? Magnetic dipole. As in case of a magnetic dipole, the magnetic field strength at any axial point is this much, same as that of in case of a current carrying circular coil, the net magnetic field strength at any axial point will be this much. And by comparing these two, we get what? The magnetic dipole moment is equal to I into pi r square, where pi r square equal to area of the coil. So for a current carrying coil, a current carrying coil can behave as a bar magnet, and the dipole moment of a current carrying coil will be how much? From this, the dipole moment of a current carrying coil will be how much? I into area of the current carrying coil. So from this we conclude what? This is the expression for magnetic field strength, and from this we can conclude that a current carrying behaves as a bar magnet, and its dipole moment is m vector equal to I into area vector. Okay, you have to remember this. Okay, the dipole moment of a current carrying coil is the current flowing through the coil into the area vector. So m vector equal to I into area vector. So from this we conclude what? A current carrying coil is behave as a bar magnet. Now as the expression for the net magnetic field strength at any axial point due to a circular current carrying coil is how much? The B net is equal to mu naught I r square divided by 2 into r square plus x square to the power 3 by 2. This is the expression for net magnetic field strength at this point P. So by the graph, what will be the graph of B with respect to x? So as your x increases, the B decreases, because B is inversely proportional to x. So when the value of x equal to 0, B equal to how much? Mu naught I r square divided by 2 into r cube, which will become how much? Mu naught I by 2r. This is the expression for net magnetic field strength at the center when x is 0. When x will become 0, so it will become the point O, that is the center of the circular current carrying coil. Here the magnetic field strength will be how much? Mu naught I by 2r. This is the maximum. So at this point, this is the center O. At this point the maximum will be what? Magnetic field strength, and gradually it will decrease, same as of in this case. Okay, so this is the maximum magnetic field strength at the center, and its value will be how much? Mu naught I divided by 2r, and gradually as x increases along this direction or along this direction, in both of the direction, as x increases the magnetic field strength gradually decreases. So this is all about how to calculate the magnetic field strength at the any axial point due to a circular current carrying coil. This is the expression for the magnetic field strength. This is the graph how the magnetic field strength varies with respect to the distance of point of observation from the center, and how a current carrying coil behave as a magnetic dipole, and this is the expression for the dipole moment of a current carrying coil. So the dipole moment of a current carrying coil will be the current flowing through the current carrying coil into the area vector. As the dipole moment is a vector quantity, the dipole moment direction for a current carrying coil will be along the direction of its area vector. Clear? So this is about how to calculate the magnetic field strength due to a current carrying conductor at any axial point. Clear?